Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders Podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Geekenders. I don't know what episode number it is, but we have the lovely Kelli Siren with us, who we met through D&D, but is an amazing singer, musician, music smith, is going to live near me soon, and I'm very excited about it. Kelli, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. I was like, wait, oh yeah, thanks whoever's joining. That's me. Yeah.
Yes, thank you to the guests.
Hold on.
Yes.
I feel like
Yes.
we failed today.
What
because
already?
Last time we VTubed.
Yes.
And we're not VTubing this time.
We
so I'm gonna meet you halfway.
I'm real. Oh, hello. So real. Hell yeah, let's go.
It's me, Glorpo.
Hey, Glorpo.
I'm so excited to be here on the show.
Wow.
I hope everyone's ready for a Bluebee time.
Bluebee.
Yes.
You know what? We don't really have too many like marionette people on Twitch. We need like a puppeteer, a puppeteer.
Right. I'm the first M-tuber.
Yeah,
Oh.
M-tuber. That sounds like M-rated though.
Yeah,
That's
I would assume
right.
that had to do with like an adult rating of stuff.
I mean, you can do both.
Swear a lot, and every episode sexual.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Sexual.
I trust him. I trust him. Credit
This
card
is a
info.
This is a very visual bit, so if you're listening to this, sorry, idiot. You
He's
missed
bouncing.
out. You missed out.
To everybody who is audio only right now, Jesse has grabbed a giant stuffed slime, blue slime from I believe
That's
Dragon
right.
Quest, and
That's
has
the
put it
game.
in front of the camera and is
Yep.
putting on a voice to act as the
That's right,
the
because my
blue
real
slime.
voice sounds like this.
Because
I feel
that's
like I
what
want to
Jesse
close my
actually
eyes to
sounds
listen
like.
to this. It's like ASMR.
That's damn right. Everyone should be
Hello,
aware
it's
that
me.
I sound like this. The slime.
Glorpus
Yeah.
Maborpus.
Glorpus McGlorpus. The name's so nice, they named me twice. That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, a couple of people in
Maybe.
chat as well were like, why aren't you and Jesse VTubers? But I didn't know
Yeah.
if
It's
Solid
fine.
question. I didn't know we were doing this today.
well,
I didn't either till last night.
I didn't know if we wanted to set the precedent that every time we
It's
have
fine.
a digital baby on here, that we are also
How many digital
babies.
children do you intend to have on here?
I know a lot of digital children now. Remember,
Why
I've
is
started
that?
beef.
What happened to you?
I decided to start beef, and now I know a lot of them.
Is this oh my god, Killer, are you on for beef?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we hate each other.
Yeah, I don't like Kelly.
That's why I'm moving over there because
I'm
we're gonna
so
fight
mad
in
that she's
real
gonna be
life.
over here, but we can finally take this to the streets.
Yeah, we're going to on the street.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm gonna be on one street, and so are you.
Yeah,
Nice.
we're gonna
fists.
stare.
Yep.
at each other.
You know what, dudes? I thought you weren't going to do this. I was about to call you a coward today.
No,
no.
Yellow-bellied coward. And
Should
you
have
know
seen the
what?
text she sent me last night, and that's why I'm here.
It was
mean.
crazy. Yeah, I went real hard.
She said something so mean.
That's awesome. All right, great.
Yep. So
Cool. Okay. Well,
She said, if you're not here, you're a big loser.
never mind. I'm
Loser.
back in
I
it.
was so offended.
Yep.
Yeah.
I specifically thought it might be good to have Kelli on because Kelli, I think typically you get super into Evo and stuff.
Yeah.
And we just
I love
had
fighting
Evo.
games. I used to go every single year. I'd fly out there and I'd enter the tournament. I love Smash. I love Smash Bros. Melee.
Kelli, much like Sam, is a secret former Smash tournament like dream crusher.
It was my thing for a long time. That was my first ever like real community, I guess. I joined when I was really young.
Yeah.
It was like I traveled around the world. Yeah.
Which Smash player are you? Are you the Smash player who picks like Bayonetta and stalls out an entire tournament and yells at the crowd? Or are you a Smash player who sees someone stall at the tournament picking Bayonetta and then yells at that person?
Well, people don't like my character, so I guess I'm the bait. I'm Sheik. I'm Sheik.
Oh boy. Okay. Equally a terrible person. I see
yeah,
that.
Why
so-
do people not like Sheik? I don't really know anything about like Smash discourse.
So my character can base. So okay. So people call my character a fun canceling character because
That's a big secret right there.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's very good.
because all the lower tier characters are considered the fun ones, I guess. Like the ones that are way harder to play and aren't as good can get just demolished by Sheik. She can, if I choose, which I don't always do it, but if I choose, you can chain grab them to death and they die.
But wait, it's a tournament, so like not saying that a
in
tournament can't
I will
be
chain grab
fun,
them to death
but
and they will
like-
die.
Yeah.
Let me describe this in a different way, Dodger. You know how most games have some sort of balance to them?
Yeah.
Smash does not. Smash is an unbalanced hellhole.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like Melee has a lot of, they call it exploits, But yeah, there's a lot of, like, you can chain, basically you grab them, you just grab them over and over again.
Gotcha.
And then they die.
I see another Falco just like zip around and blast people. I'm gonna be so. I cannot watch Smash. I just can't do it.
It can be, to me, it can be a lot of fun once you, like, I put a lot of hours learning that game. So like once you get, it is kind of like the Super Bowl, like you're saying, like it's like a Super Bowl party. Once you get that knowledge and you're like, oh my God, like once you understand at that level, you're just like, it's so fun.
Although I feel like a hypocrite because I will watch Marvel vs. Capcom every day.
Yeah.
And that is literally just like when one person takes the advantage, it's the rest of the
It's
game.
done.
Yeah.
It's just
Once you
over.
understand, it's like when you're watching it, the fast pace, you're like, oh my God, this is awesome. But
Yeah.
it's just, it takes a lot to understand that freaking game. Like I put way too much time into that freaking game.
Yeah.
I see in chat like Melee has insane depth.
It does.
Absolutely. You never get to see it though. It's the same like 6 characters over and over and over.
Well,
Every time there's a Jigglypuff, shout out to Jigglypuffs out there, showing up, putting in the work. I'm like, that's my hero. And they always get eliminated. I'm like,
all
right.
Jigglypuff's actually really freaking good, but it's because of like one person in particular who like discovered the craziness. That's the thing, that the game, the reason I love this game so much is because like even years later, they're still discovering so much about it. From 2001, they're still discovering like even characters they thought like sucked. They're still discovering like all this stuff about it. It's like crazy.
Oh my God, did that game come out in 2001?
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I did? You guys are gonna judge me. You want to know something so bad I did?
Yeah.
So that was my brother's Christmas present, and my mom let me try it first. My brother. He was like, "How could you?" I was like, "I'm sorry. I wanted to try it." That's one of my worst things I've ever done in my life. This is my confessional sin right now.
Wait, your mom let you try it though?
Yeah, she did, but I still did it. Confession right now.
Yeah, I was talking with Kelli about how like every time Evo comes around, because we didn't take advantage when Sam and I were literally living right next door to Vegas,
Yeah.
right? And obviously there's going to be Evos in like Europe and stuff now. But anyways,
Not good ones. Trash Evos.
Stop, no. So I was like, man, it would be so fun to like treat Evo kind of like the Super Bowl. And,
That sounds so cool.
And when it happens, just like have a bunch of people over and make it a whole big thing. And I was talking with Kelli about how like, even I can't off the top of my head think of a lot of people that live nearby that are super into fighting games, but there's like, it's one of those things. I feel like Evo is one of those things where when you start watching, as long as you have somebody there, like for me, it's Sam, right? As long as you have somebody there who's like, this guy, he's been winning nonstop, or this guy never wins. He's always back. You know,
it's
everybody
like
roots for him. Yeah,
I never
exactly.
got sports either. I was like, why do people watch this? And then I got it. Like once I got into esports, I got it.
When
like,
you have a bunch of people there and you're all watching together, you just get into it, you know?
It's also easier to so a lot of sports and a lot of esports especially are like 5 people going at it. It's fast, like a million things happen on screen.
Somebody's in the jungle. Somebody's making banelings.
Or it's like a StarCraft thing where it's like for 12 minutes nothing is happening on screen. And then suddenly everything happens and it's over. And you're like, okay. But with Evo, it's very simple. It's 1v1. And you are like, there's that guy on the left and that guy on the right. And it's so simple to follow along. And at that point, all you need to do is understand what it is you're watching on like sort of a technical level. The same thing where you're watching any sport where you're like, wait, so what's offsides? But once you understand that, you're in. It's so simple to get into. And it is a true joy. Plus, I gotta say, no matter what you think of Street Fighter 6, I think it's awesome, by the way. Street Fighter 6 has made for some really incredible matches and some tournaments lately. And I'm absolutely blown away by just how well it is to watch. Keep it up. Keep it up. Whatever you're doing. Too. Yeah. Oh, my God. So very excited. The storylines at EVO this year are great. Storylines, y'all. And I was watching EVO back when it was like Chris G versus like Justin, and it was like these mortal enemies, and I was like, I'd be in the audience being like, you know what, fun. Chris G is the best though, and everyone would be like, boo this man. I'm like,
people hated him. There's always a villain.
Fights. There's always a heel. Yep.
He was a perfect villain. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
I was like, he's the best though, guys. You can't. And some random guy would be like, shut up. I'm like, no, you shut up. It was great.
And commentators make it too. Like it makes it so fun to like, especially for people who don't understand like all the stuff. Like commentators really make it.
Good commentary is so crucial. Absolutely.
I love esports. It's so fun. Like that was my whole life for a while. Like I would just go around the world and go into tournaments. It was so cool. Like it was so fun. I haven't been in so long as I miss it. It was a good time.
I have never been good enough at a game where I thought to myself, I could compete in this. Like I can't even imagine what that feels
I was like. I'm gonna win. Like when my first tournament, I was like, I got this. Like I was very I was like, no, I don't got this. Like the first tournament I ever went to.
I got nothing. I refuse to. I'm a salt machine. Dodger knows. I can't. If I compete in anything, if I lose, I'm gonna burn the place down. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna compete. I can't do this.
I'm not usually like that ever in games, but for some reason, I guess it's because I put so much of my time and effort into Melee, but in tournament, that game like hit me on an emotional level. Like, I've never been salty in games, but that game just got me, man. Like I would
That's
be
because you understand how truly good people are at those.
Yeah.
And it really like sets your entire ego. Like it's a full on ego death. Like someone comes in and is like, my name is Dingledork and I only play Peach. And then you get stomped and you're like, how'd that happen? They're like, Dingledork rules. And you're like, oh.
It's so hard. Especially when like you have a whole crowd behind you while you're trying to focus and they're all cheering against you.
I can't even imagine. Like I get stressed out in the comfort of my own home trying to play online against somebody.
The craziest thing, like, okay, so there was these crew battles. It was called Smash Sisters. It was like, they had this thing for minorities, like where we had crew battles from different regions, and I hosted like the Arizona one. So it was like Smash Sisters. And so that to me was the most intense thing ever, even more than the normal tournaments. Okay, so we had all these like girls and like minorities against each other, like, and it was the most intense, like crazy crew battles. They were all crew battles, and it was so fun. But it was like
sounds so cool,
ruthless. Yeah, it was like we were for each other's throats, man.
What was it called again?
It was called Smash Sisters.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it was super cool though. Like it would be at like every tournament as a side event, but it became like a very big event. Like it became like it was just crew battles. Like if you don't know what crew battles are, it's like you pick a team. Do you know what crew battles are?
I mean, yes. Sorry, I got distracted in my head by. I said in my head to myself, "I've got a big event for the Smash Sisters."
Yeah.
But that's like a whole other thing. And I was laughing at my own.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
what?
I was talking about my Magnum Dong, is what I was referring to.
Yeah.
For the Smash Sisters, if you must know.
We all
clarify.
knew. We all knew, but I was just curious how you were going to pitch it. So
Yeah,
thank
I
you for
wanted
that.
to hear the pitch. I wanted to hear it.
Speaking of pitching,
Yep.
let's talk tense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a message from my mother that's like, "What happened?"
Every
to
time you
today?
make a joke like this, I imagine the follow-up email you get. Because your mom, I know your mom watches every one of these.
It's gonna be like, not very classy today.
There was a time early on in my YouTube life where my dad would text me if he watched a video and I cursed in it. He'd be like, "You don't gotta curse to get people to like you, honey." Shout out to my dad.
mom's
Very wholesome.
The crazy thing is my mom got super into Melee. I don't know why.
Your mom did?
Yes. She became like the biggest fan ever. She even came with me to a tournament to get all the signatures of all the top players.
That's really
really
cute.
cute.
That's
Yeah,
very
she
fun.
was obsessed. Like she would watch the tournament and she didn't even like Brawl or anything. She's like, "When's Melee on? This game's too slow." And I was like, "What?" I couldn't believe she got so into it. It was like insane to me. She would watch it and she loved it. She just loved Melee. Like it was insane to me that my mom got into it like that.
Dude,
like,
my mom has always been she really enjoys watching games. She does not like to play them. She has no desire, but she really enjoys like watching someone play a game.
yeah. It is fun. It is fun. Like I remember when I was young, like my dad would sit with like the little book, like the little play guide, and want to like play with me and stuff. Like that was cool too. Like Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is cool. That is kind of like a cool, fun thing to do with people sometimes. Just like watch games with them and stuff.
For sure. That's how I experienced The Last of Us, was sitting on a futon next to my friend while he played because I hated the controls so much.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is great because I still get the like emotional high because I'm right here, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it also makes me think, because I occasionally will, talk with somebody and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, well, I played WoW because my parents played WoW and we would all play WoW together," like that kind of a thing. And the concept, maybe it's because my parents are older, but the concept of like me consistently playing like a game like that with my parents seems so wacky. But it's fun to think to myself, like, my kid's reaching the age where I can play games with her.
Oh,
so like I get to be on the other side of that, I guess,
Yeah.
Does Clarky enjoy games?
She does. Yeah. She really likes Animal Crossing.
Oh, cool.
Baby's first RPG kind of.
Oh.
She likes Minecraft, of course.
But I mean, like on a relative scale, not what she likes. How often does she play?
Every day.
Is she a gamer?
Oh, okay. All right. Look, I was hoping you'd be like, "Oh, not that." I want. Look. Hi.
You want my kid to reject it?
I want your kid to reject modernity, return to ape. I want your child to be like,
"That's fine,
Mother. I prefer wilderness survival, and I want to raise crops, Mother. Like I want that. I mean, I want your child to be like, I've taken
will do that.
If it helps, my kid blew up a tiny paddling pool and then filled it with grass yesterday.
Oh,
Is that more
That
of what you're
actually-
looking for?
That does help, but not in the way I thought it would. Wait, so many questions. Why?
Because currently our grass is at that stage where it's like it's very like full and poofy, and we've got lots of clover. So when you, as a little kid, imagine you're flash yourself back, you're sitting on grass, you put your hand down in like a big fluffy chunk of grass and you just want to rip it out. You know, she's 6, so the second her brain said, I want to rip this out, she just ripped it out and then was like, I'm going to do that some more. So she just ripped out a bunch of grass and then was like, I have nowhere to put this. Yeah. And we had blown up a paddling pool for a family get together, but it had deflated. So she like tried to blow it up the rest of the way. Didn't really work. Pretty sure the dog bit it. So it's like leaking air, right? So we just folded it over until it was like a tiny weird little container thing. And then she filled it with grass. And then she was like, you've got to come to my grass store. And then used all of the grass to create croissants and cupcakes and donuts. And then did the little kid thing where she was like, step right up. Anybody who wants to have a snack. But I was the only one there. So I was like, I would love a croissant, please. And she was like, great. And then handed me a huge clump of grass and I pretended to eat it and then put it back in the pool. And she made a new croissant out of it. And that was the game.
So she's into recycling too.
I guess so. An upcyclist, if you will.
And yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she took your uneaten croissant
Yeah.
and then made another croissant out of that uneaten
Made
croissant.
another
that's
croissant.
smart.
And then
Wow,
took it
that's
way
pretty
too
amazing.
far and was like, I'm going to eat this croissant, and literally put all of the grass into her mouth. So
You know what? I like this kid. Going 100% for the bit.
she
That's a Jesse Cox
went
kid right there.
full
That's-
on in on the bit. Yeah.
I love that. Now that's a kid I'm proud of.
Mm-hmm.
Was like, you know what? I could just be like, num, 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 num. No, grass
No.
in my mouth.
Grass
I
in
salute
my
you,
mouth.
sweet child. I salute you. Yeah.
And then
That's
she
great.
referenced it today. We needed to run to the store really quick. So we got into the car and she was like, if only I had a snack in the car. Good thing I eat grass now. She's like,
cult of
I'm going to get
land.
back out of the car and grab some grass. I was like, homie, sure, go grab grass. And then she didn't. So she stopped committing at a certain point.
You know, sensible too. Like doing it for the bit, but also I really don't want to eat
But
grass.
knowing when to abandon the bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? You know what? I think my theory stands correct. Jesse Cox, not a fan of children until around 8, 9, 10, 11. Suddenly they're cool.
Yeah.
It seems like it seems like I'm accurate. This kid is molding into cool kid, and frankly, I'm impressed.
When
you know
she's
what? It might
8
be
years
doing it-
old,
She is
I'm
really
going to
cool.
give her a little note. And the note's going to say, Jesse Cox thinks you're cool now.
And you know what?
You've
She's going to
ascended.
say to you, Mother, he already told me. And we'll be on like, boop, 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 boop. Hello. Is this the cool kid hotline? And I'll be like, yes, this is the cool kid. All cool kids call me. I'm like, you are cool.
You
Click.
are so cool. I was
Yeah.
imagining like a Are You Winning Son sort of situation where I walk into her room. She's playing Fortnite. I hand her the letter. She opens up the letter and goes, he already told me. And then it turns out you were playing Fortnite with her.
Yeah. You look on the wall and there's a seal of approval sent by me. And it's very official with like calligraphy.
I look
Like,
to
cool
see
kid.
she's on Discord. Your name is right there. I'm like, what is happening? What's going on?
Nothing. My new best friend and I are hanging out. Dodger, leave us alone, Mom.
Yeah. I just tried Fortnite for the first time and I actually like it, okay? I'll be real. I like it.
Dude, it's fun.
I was not expecting to like it that much. I
It's
was like,
fun.
This game is so cathartic. I was like, this game's chill.
Did you play it on stream?
I played it like once on stream, yeah. With my friend Shadow.
Dude, I like the first time that I played it on stream, it was the most fascinating mix of viewership in my chat
Yeah.
of like people who were like, see, Fortnite's fun.
Yeah.
It's actually fun. Like, we love to meme on it and say that it's just for babies and that it's obnoxious. And like, it is obnoxious, but like, it's fun. It's like tailored to make your brain go, I'm having a great time right now.
I get it. I get why I get the hype. I do.
Yeah, I can be
I'm
Goku and then go talk to Darth Vader and get a quest and like shoot a guy and have a thing pop up that's like, you shot a guy, and you're like, I did. You know, it's fun. So it was a combination of people acknowledging that it was fun and then people being like, man, I really have respect for you, Dodger. Yeah, literally, like.
I don't judge people, man. I mean, for their game choices. I don't know. I'm just like, if you're having fun, you do it. Do it. Whatever.
Yeah. I think
I didn't
fun.
expect to like it that much. I was like, I'll try it. And then I was like, oh, okay, I really like it. Okay. I need to stay away from the Battle Pass.
I'm not sure. Yeah, the Battle Pass, F that nonsense. That's stupid. However, I did get Alan Wake for free when I played it recently. And that felt pretty good. And I was the only person in the entire game with Alan Wake because I'm pretty sure no one in that game knows who Alan Wake is. So that was pretty fun. But one of the things I did discover was, and obviously I do not play often. And when I do, it's because they paid me. Bing bong.
Yeah.
And one of the last time that I played, I discovered that you could jump on a train and then just ride the train the entire time and no one will know. And I got to top 5 riding a train. I interacted with no one.
Incredible.
Every time
I just sat on a train.
hide.
I was like, I'm the best player in the world. And then a thing pops up on the train where you can get treasure every so often. I'm like, wait, so I get good weapons and no one comes after me when I'm on a train?
Yeah.
I was like, I've cracked the code.
I think if you have the sort of brain where you can sort of dismiss the FOMO, then that's like a key element here, because
they're like, you better get this, it's limited time.
Yeah, it's really, really bad for that. It's really bad for being like, you got to get Meowscles. If you don't get Meowscles, you're never gonna get him again.
Meowscles?
Meowscles is the hot ripped cat man that I showed you before.
Yeah.
Right, the hot ripped cat man.
I'll go find him again.
Yeah.
I missed out on Meowscles and I still think about Meowscles.
Yeah,
so.
I understand. Trust me, I get the FOMO. I get it. I feel that way a lot.
Right.
I'm showing you a picture. Right now.
The hot ripped cat man.
I didn't realize though that there's like custom maps like in VR chat where there's like horror maps and like escape rooms and all kinds of custom stuff.
I put it in our Discord chat.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh. Let me ask you. Hold on.
Yeah.
When did Meowscles come out? Great question, internet.
He's come out twice. I didn't find him until the second round.
His official name is Swole Cat, by the way.
Swole Cat.
Swole Cat is what season did he come out? Chapter 3, season 4. Oh no, that's because there's something called Meowscles. Stop. This, I hate the world. Look at this nonsense.
Let me see.
Meowscles.
Oh.
Okay. Yep.
Nope, hate that. Anyway, so Swole Cat.
It's an emo-looking cat instead of a muscle cat. Yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Sorry, just looking up something really quick. Just
it's
very
fine.
important. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Never mind. Not going to say a damn thing.
Okay.
Doesn't have to do with anything, especially not Monster Prom. Don't even ask me.
Oh.
I wasn't looking at when a certain character in Monster Prom came to be versus Swole Cat. Not even looking. Don't even worry about it.
I hear that a lot.
It certainly
honestly.
didn't come out after. That'd be stupid.
I hear a lot. I hear a lot of that actually. Like, wow, that looks like a certain beat. Like people are always saying that. Wow, that looks really similar to someone else. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Juan, the magic Latino cat, he's doing his own thing,
right?
And not at all the same as this character.
And it's not
You're
the same.
a cat influencer.
Different.
You know what? I've always said that.
Yeah.
Different.
That's your role in the world.
What are you drinking?
Just tea.
Oh my god,
Kelly!
Oh my god. We're in sync. We're gonna have beef. We're in sync.
Well, what just happened? Sorry. I looked down and all I saw was boob jiggle, Kelly. So like, I don't know what was happening there.
They have their in mind.
We both said, "What are you drinking?" at the exact same time, and then we both gasped and said,
I thought that Kelly was drinking something at the same time. I thought you were talking about the two of us drinking, and I was like, "How would you even see that?" And so I looked at your character, and it was just like
you can kind of tell when I'm drinking because of my tracking.
Yeah, the mouths do funny shit when you're eating and drinking.
It's like, oh well, you have to imagine what it never. You know what it does. It does. You know.
Yep.
You have to imagine what I'm consuming in the moment. But
bro, mine makes me laugh because it doesn't matter what I'm eating or how I'm eating it. I could be, chewing normally, and for some reason my model goes mom, 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 mom. I love it so much. I'm like, I love that no matter what I do, I'm eating like a child. Just everything. So, yeah.
It's so entrancing watching the mouth movement sometimes. It's like, it's crazy. When I first got this model, I just watched myself all the time. I was like, whoa. This is so weird.
Your model's 3D, right?
Yeah, like I can show you a little spin around.
Yeah,
I have a weird setup.
Yeah, do the spin.
Wait, hold on. Before you spin,
am I set up right now?
I've always wanted to say this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Spin around for me.
I'll do it right now. I want to see. I actually have another model, and I asked for a cat.
No, why don't you do a spin for me, baby?
All right, here we go. Listen to the back of me.
Spin! Whoa!
It really can spin.
Yeah, so I'm a 3D. I actually have a body.
I'm a 3D.
I have real body. I have bouncy bun. I have real bun.
What is that bouncy bun? What is that?
It's a
bouncy
lot of hair
bun.
So this is Mirage, but the thing is, like, Mirage existed before D&D for me.
Yeah.
This has been my character for a very long. Oh,
whoa.
Well, we've all been canceled. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, bye. It's okay.
Show's
It's so
off the
stream
air.
safe. It's so stream safe.
Oh, yeah.
You know. But I have it here. I can show you. Behind the scenes, whatever. 1 second.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I fourth wall all the time. But I can show you my little cat one.
You got 2?
Yeah.
Cat Mirage.
Damn.
So she
Cute.
has little ears and stuff.
Oh.
So this was a charity incentive, right? And oops, where'd it go? I'm on a laptop. So I got a laptop so to see if I could stream. I was gonna originally bring my entire huge Origin computer in a suitcase and hope for the best.
Dude. Sam went through the exact same thing.
Really?
Like, how can I just ship my whole PC over? And in the end, we were like, that's a terrible idea. We're not doing that. Yeah.
So this model was for charity, right? And she was supposed to have like a cat tail, but they put it,
Yo, that's like a butt tail.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not a real
butt
cat. I'm a
tail.
fake cat. But yeah, this is my my kitty. My kitty.
Oh, it's got the classic kitty tights.
Yeah.
I owned those once upon a time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, kitty tights. I had those.
That's so cool. Yeah. It's like my casual gamer model when I'm playing games because, she kind of looks 70s or something.
When the wings are just too much,
Yeah, I can actually I'll show you.
But tails are fine.
Yeah, butt tails, Oh, when I found that, I was like, oh, it's in the wrong place, whatever. But this
wrong place.
I mean, the right place. It's the right place.
Strongly disagree.
But, it's the right place. Just
all right,
I'm not a real
guys.
cat.
All right, guys.
Look, y'all the ones who are making these sexaloids or whatever the hell they're called. It's not. I'm not doing it.
Sexaloids.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh,
I'm not doing it. Dodger out here making I'm a mushroom, but a mushroom you want to smooch. Come on, y'all.
a mushroom you want to smooch.
Come on.
I'm using the wrong keyboard.
Yeah.
These thirst traps, I won't have it.
So I can actually put my wings away.
Oh.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't
hide.
have a V2 model.
Cute.
Because I am my own thirst trap.
That can be weird.
What the shit? What the? Why?
Why not?
You know what? I stand corrected. Not a thirst trap.
Yeah, you want to kiss that?
Terrified. Why?
You don't think this is a sexualoid model? Why not, Jesse?
I mean, to some people, that's 100% a sexualoid. Are you kidding me? I know the internet. There's someone right. Whoa! There is someone right now who is like, I have never been more turned on in my entire life.
You're right. You're right.
Oh my god.
All right. Y'all know what you do. You Dodger.
No. I play video games. I was playing video games.
I'm aware.
And I think,
yeah, no, that's definitely what streaming is for now. Video games.
Yeah.
You're not just
That's it.
randomly
Twitch
talking
is
about
made for
random
video
stuff.
games, Jesse.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv, formerly known as Justin.
Oh,
For video
yeah.
games only.
There was I was hanging out with like people in for Yogscast and stuff, and we were doing like this trivia thing.
Okay.
and there was like a question about a country where Twitch started. And I can't remember what it is now. Like, do you guys know where the country where Twitch started?
Twitch started in a country?
Let me look it up again. It's the weirdest. I never heard of this country in my life.
It's not the
You've never
United
heard of a
States,
country?
apparently. Okay.
Is it a real thing, or is this like one of those like Justintania? You know, like one of those like stupid internet things?
No, what was
Because the internet
it?
sometimes is stupid, y'all.
It was like where the servers were or something. Let me look it up. Wait.
The servers were in a place you've never heard of. This is the problem. You shouldn't have said that, Kelly.
Is
Because
it
now
for tax reasons that it was in a totally different place? Sorry, continue, Jesse.
I'm just.
Now I'm trying to remember what it
Tuvalu?
was. Yeah, that's it. Tuvalu. And it blew my
You're right.
mind.
I've never heard of Tuvalu. I don't know what Tuvalu
Me
is.
either.
Wait,
But
is
I
that
was
like, is it that it was based in Tuvalu or that it was, oh, weird.
And I had
I was
no
gonna
idea.
say maybe they just used a Tuvalu domain so that they would get the TV.
Sure,
yeah,
that sounds right.
Yeah, but
On
that was
there?
the name. That was the question. Like, where did Twitch?
Yeah,
Like-
no, there's no way their servers were. So, like, just infrastructure wise, it makes no sense. We're talking not just Oceania, but like the Oceania. We're talking
Right.
like tiny island in the middle of nowhere. No way.
I had never heard of it in my
way.
life, and I was just like, "What?" Like the question
just-
was like,
The .tv is 100% from that because it's .tv. But
"Oh,
there's
yeah, I didn't know."
like putting a server there would be insane. How would you like it just doesn't make any sense unless we're learning the secret military background of Justin
I
TV.
just never heard
Yeah.
of this place in my life, and I was like, "America, right?" No,
Yeah.
it's not. I was just so confused. That came to my brain, but yeah.
If I
Tuvalu.
recall correctly, right, Justin was started because Justin put a webcam on his forehead
Oh, really?
or a camera on his forehead and was walking around with the camera. This is the lore. Was walking around with the camera during college or some shit. Is that true lore?
I don't
Hold on.
know.
Yeah. See, I never knew any of the Twitch lore. I didn't even like I knew it used to be
How did
Justin.tv.
Justin.tv get started.
Oh, Tuvalu.
Justin Kahn and partners Emmett Shear, Michael Siebel, and Kyle Vogt started Justin.tv, a 24/7 live feed video of Kahn's life broadcast via a webcam attached to his head.
Wow. I did not know that.
Kahn's
The lore.
life casting lasted for 8 months. Jesus.
Wait. So that's like the first long-term IRL streaming thing. He never turned it off.
So, yeah, I guess so. Ew.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then he was like, I should get other people to do this. I'm making a
Dang.
website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse looks horrified.
I'm just like amazed. It is
I am too. I didn't know.
it is like just as a nation we're looking at
Yeah.
sub 10,000 people across
Yeah.
multiple islands, and I just clicked on because I was looking up information about it, and the National Bank.
Yeah.
The best way to describe the National Bank is if you ever see like a strip mall and there's like one bank in a strip mall. It's that, but it's the National Bank, and it's blowing my mind. Like it's a different scale of existence that is. I'm just like, oh, okay, it is small.
Yeah, I had never heard of it before, but I was just I don't know why I even started talking about that, but it just came in my head, But
for example, in 2016, 2,000 people visited total.
Oh.
Like, it is that out of the way in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. It was just on the Trivial Pursuit question. And I was like, I've never heard of this in my life.
I'm blown away. We have an updated census. Population, 11,900. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
They're getting there.
Not bad, not
Although
bad, not bad.
they couldn't fit more. It's so small.
Yeah.
Incredible. I'm blown away by this. I did not know that. And now that I know that, I'm like, okay.
I was just like, this is a crazy fact. I did not know.
Admittedly, I did think this is tripping me out because I did think that TV was because it was like .tv. It's television, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Clearly
so did I.
that's wrong. So now it's making me question .pizza.
Oh, no.
And I feel like
.pizza
is like
Pizza's a country. It's like Pazzulu or something.
Yeah, it's like Pizzaioli. I'm like,
Wait,
like
people
pizza?
have .pizza domains?
Yeah.
You know who does? Monster Prom.
One of the
MonsterProm.pizza is the website for Monster Prom.
It's not monsterprom.pizza, but we do have a pizza website.
Yeah. You can have .pizza.
Yep.
What's the website?
Monsterprom.pizza.
Why did you tell me that's not what it was?
There's a lot of mind blown today.
Oh my
It's
God,
literally
it works.
monsterprom.pizza. Yeah.
What is the pizza domain? This is not what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get some sort of weird D&D homebrew shit.
I think it's just pizza. I think probably
It's
pizza.
literally for pizza. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Why?
I don't know. Also, whoa, do you think that Tuvalu, do you think that they make bank off of Twitch.tv?
I mean, apparently
probably.
someone in chat was
They would
saying they
have
do it
to.
with like everyone, like any TV domain.
Sure, but like any TV domain isn't Twitch.tv.
Yeah, it's true.
Twitch.tv, I imagine
I'm sure though.
they got to be making bank off of that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is crazy though. I had no idea when I was like, Tuvalu, what the heck is that?
That's all right. That's interesting. Yeah, because I mean, .com makes sense because that's supposed to be a company website, and .org is supposed to be an organization website.
Right.
.gov is government. So some of them make sense. So in my mind, I was like, .tv equals TV.
Television. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
who knew? Maybe they had it before. Maybe it's one of those like internet camp things. They had it before. And then, do you think there's one guy who's like the patron saint of the islands who's like, I got us the .tv. And if anyone wants to make a TV website, they're going to have to go through us. And they're like, you're a fool, Tim. And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm a visionary. And now they have a statue of him holding
in my mind
a computer. Yeah.
What I would love to know, so like, why? Because somebody said all the 2-letter ones are countries, but like in the UK, everything is .co.uk.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I imagine that somewhere in the UK they decided to do that for some insane reason, and it does sound like the UK. Let's be real. It does sound like, because is there .org.uk?
I don't think so. I think org's like, isn't that America? I don't know.
Interesting. So the United Kingdom, I guess, opted to use just the normal way that people write websites and then put UK at the end. So government websites are gov.uk.
Right.
Organizations are org.uk and then co.uk instead of com.uk. So instead of having .uk for everything and losing the categories, you keep the categories but put UK at the end, I guess.
Yeah. It's a it's one of those things where it's like, we're going to do the same thing that most places do, but we're just going to stick UK at the end of it because UK. Like that's just, it seems like the most absolute UK thing they would do. Like, yeah, we're going to use gov and org, but we're just going to stick UK at the end of it too. Like, okay.
Sure.
And I assume that's not to get confused because having the .com for some reason makes it seem very American.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because we don't have we have .gov, .com, .org, no .u. Like, there's some .us, but it isn't .com.us. That doesn't happen.
But I'm wondering
Which
if
is kinda
that's because we have so many like major companies and things based in America, and America just took a bunch of the basic ones.
That sounds like us.
And didn't bother to say like, this is the United States version. The normal version is the
only version you'll ever need.
Yeah. It is assumed that all websites are American unless specified otherwise. That sounds like us.
I'm just surprised because otherwise they usually put it over everything. So I'm surprised they don't do it on their domains too.
It drives me crazy how often I go to a website though. Like it's kind of for real. Like I'll go to a website and they'll say, "Oh, you're at our normal landing site, but it looks like you're from the United Kingdom. Do you want to go to the Great Britain version of our website?" Sure, I guess.
Someone in chat asked where .gg was. Guernsey, baby.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't think about that either.
I don't know where Guernsey is.
It's an island somewhere? I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Ballywick of Guernsey? That's even more goofy than I thought it would be.
Oh my gosh.
Ballywick. Bailiwick. Sure, whatever. It should have been Gaeliwick, but what? I don't know.
Bailiwick is fun to say. But where's the other G coming from? Why two G's?
That's what I'm asking.
Why two?
Because again, I bet someone was like, .gg, dude, good game. We'll just take it. I promise you, .tv, .gg, it wasn't as clever as we think it was. There's people just being like, we're going to camp that. I mean, that's it for sure. .io, wow. I don't know where .io comes from. Probably like inland optometrists. I have no idea. Who knows at this point?
Yeah. Websites, weird.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, not to make this a hey, we might be older than you conversation yet again.
False. I'm not. I am still in my prime.
Remember back in the day when we used to have to type out http://
www. Now you don't have to type out www.
You don't have to type out any of that shit.
You don't. Google just does everything for you.
Figure it out for you. Yeah.
Here you go.
Anyways, count your blessings, young people.
Yeah, you damn whipper. By the way, speaking of some nonsense that
yes.
Hey.
Is this going to be an old man shakes fist at cloud situation or?
No, this is going to be a young man doesn't understand old people's story.
Okay.
So I got a letter in the mail, and this letter was from my bank. And my bank, this is my bank back in Ohio. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Right Pat Credit Union. You're great. And they said, hey, you haven't used your credit card in some time, so we're going to cancel it. If by canceling it, you will lose a certain thing on your credit score, a certain number of your credit score. And I was like, what? And they're like, you just haven't used it. And I was like, okay. I mean, yeah. And they're like, we haven't used it in a while. I'm like, yeah, you didn't send me one. And they're like, well, it's not our fault. And I'm like, it totally is. And they're like, well, would you use it? And I'm like, I probably wouldn't use it. And they're like, okay, well, then we're going to cancel it. And you are going to get docked on your credit score. And I was like, all right, 1, why? 2, why? 3, why credit scores? And so I went down to like an angry deep dive into credit scores. I thought this was like a thing that existed forever. Like
credit scores?
Credit scores weren't really a thing until 1989.
Oh.
And as far as I can tell, are only really a thing in America?
Really?
And
Sam had, when we were buying our house, My credit scores in America did not matter whatsoever.
Oh.
But there is like a separate similar thing here. But your credit score as it exists in America, literally only American companies care about that.
Oh.
So I'm sitting here and I looked up online, like if they close a credit card account, what does that do? It would drop my credit score 100 points because I don't
100.
And I'm like, wait, so in order to keep good credit, I have to make sure I get a credit card, use that credit card, continue to pay off that credit card, and also take more loans. And I'm just like, if I ever one day would like to own a house, I have to have good credit.
Yeah.
But in order to have good credit, I have to constantly be spending money. And I'm just like, y'all,
yeah,
I feel like this is a scam.
Shitty system. Yeah.
I was so upset. And the bank was like, well, what we can do for you, sir, is we can send you your credit card. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll like use it or whatever. And then I looked at the credit card. I've had this credit card so long. I had it when I was in college. The limit is $1,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, as an adult with things to pay, $1,000 in today money is nothing. I was like, well, can I get an increase? And they're like, sorry, sir. I'm like, what the hell am I going to? So you want me to like just use this credit card to like buy gas? Is that
I was going to say,
yeah.
it would be like your buy gas card.
They just want you to use it and then pay it back immediately. That's all they want you to do.
Kidding me? I was like, it sucks. I was like,
just
this whole system
just
sucks.
use it once and then put it in, your sock drawer or whatever.
It's really silly.
That's what my mom used to do. She would hide all of the credit cards in her sock drawer. I have no idea why. I don't know why that's the thing.
Like, and the reason why I don't use credit cards is because when I was a teacher, I used them all the time. I was broke as hell. I used credit cards constantly. I was so in debt. It wasn't until I got a fake job doing YouTube where I started to earn money enough to pay off credit cards.
Yeah.
They're so tempting.
It literally took leaving the profession of educating the youth of America to go make goofy videos on the internet to pay off my credit cards. And then I was like, you know what? I'm never doing that again. Not getting in debt with credit cards. And now they're like, the fact that you're not in debt is actually going to hurt you. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm so over it. Oh my God. What a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
So that's what I did all morning today. I was like on the phone with them, just like, so what do you, well, can you increase the amount of money on the credit card? They're like, no, sir. So now I'm just going to get a new credit card, a 2024 credit card with the same amount of money that they gave me when I was 18.
Again, like there have been some good suggestions here. Like somebody said it could be your Christmas gift card. You literally use it once a year, buy Christmas gifts, pay it off, forget about it for another year. You could use it for gas. You could have like a specific purpose for it. But it's shitty that you even need to like come up with a reason to have it when you don't want it in the first place.
So let me tell you my life, everyone in chat, so you just understand what kind of like dysfunction I deal with every day. So I, in the morning, will take multivitamins because I'm trying to be like a multivitamin boy. And that's fine. I'll wake up, I'll have some water, and have those multivitamins, life is good. However, every so often, because I'm very well put together, I have to put everything in drawers because every couple weeks cleaners come over to like make my apartment look nice.
That's good.
And so because I'm a crazy person, I clean before the cleaners get there. I don't want the cleaners to think that I live like a dirty person.
I feel you.
Right. Because in my head, I hear my mom being like, they're going to judge you, Jesse. So I clean before the cleaners are. So I put everything away. And what will happen is I will put the multivitamin in a closet, close it. The next morning when I wake up, do you think Jesse remembers?
Yeah.
To take that multivitamin? No, because it's not directly on the counter, directly in front of me. I will forget and go about my day because it's not right there, right in front of me. And so it will take a day or two for me to be like, oh, yeah, I probably should get on those. And I'll pull them out of the thing, put them on the counter, and then it'll be there until next time someone comes over and I put them back in the thing and I totally forget.
Object permanence.
Yeah, I have the object permanence of like a
Ain't
baby.
Of my existence.
And so if you're telling me, Jesse, get a credit card, use it every so I will forget. I will put that credit card in a drawer and never remember it for another 6 years. I'll be like, oh yeah, I did have a card. Like so we'll just let me keep the card I don't use already. Why do I have to get a new card from you? We had a good deal, bank. I wasn't using it. You had me on the record saying I still had it. So why we got to mess with this? We were fine. We were fine. You're uprooting my entire life for nothing.
Yeah, I literally don't use my fridge drawers because if I put veggies in there, they will rot. Like, if I do not see them in front of my face.
I have a friend that puts condiments in the drawers instead.
Yeah, that's what I do. Because if I put my veggies in there, they're gone. Like, I'll forget. I'm like, I bought veggies, right? Like, where do they go? I guess I will forget about them.
Yeah.
Does Jesse have house plants? I have one plant. And he exists in a pot called Pothead because it's a little tiny dude who looks like Cuphead, but he's smoking weed. Love that guy. And I have one plant. It is a plant that our dear friend Kristen got for me because it requires barely any sunlight and watered once a month.
There's your one kind of companion right there.
Yeah, and every so often I'll water him and be like, hang in there, pal. And then I'll forget about him for like another month. And he's just sitting there on the window and I'm like, That's my boy.
Honestly,
that is the best I can do.
Plants can kind of thrive more if you don't water them. I kill them because I overwater them. So he's probably living his best life.
Yeah, I don't. I don't have the mental capacity for all these things that the world is making me think of, and I just don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with it. All I want to do is play my stupid games, and then wake up. Maybe every once in a while, watch a dumb TV show. Sit over here, oogle a VTuber or two. Why gotta live a life that you want me to live? This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Word.
Thank you.
And cards away.
Scene.
So, I don't know. Cancel the card. Deal with the hit.
I mean, part of me is thinking like, what if? But also part of me is like, I'm tired of renting and one day I'd like to eventually own something.
Yeah,
that's so
And
fair.
in order to do that, I have to have good credit. And in order to have good credit,
especially
I have to play
if
the
you're
game.
going to stay in LA. I don't know if that's the plan for you, but
yeah, I still remember what this math teacher had told me. It stuck with me, I guess. He told me you get a loan out and you pay it immediately. Like you pay it off you take a loan out and you put it in this special bank account for it, and you just use that money you took out from the loan to pay it back. And that builds your credit. That's what he told me.
But like, that's still insane because you're just paying.
Yeah, I know.
You still are paying interest.
It's stupid.
So you're paying to get good credit. Like none of it makes sense to me. And for a while I had incredible credit because I was paying. I got my very first new car in 2017, and I was paying that. So that was doing well. Plus paying bills. Plus paying I was doing a lot of stuff where it was like, awesome credit, dude. You were doing so good. And then all that stopped because I eventually paid off the car. And now it's like, you got nothing. There's nothing on your credit, dude. So it's just going to keep going down because you're not paying anything. I was like, shouldn't that make me a good person to give money to because I don't have to keep paying for things? And they're like, no. Actually, we need evidence that you can handle being deep in debt. And it's like,
it's so weird.
What?
It's very silly, yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa paid everything in cash, and they wouldn't let him get anything, because he never paid anything in cards. It's so weird.
Yeah,
money's weird.
Money is weird. I'm raising a small human. For those of you who don't know that, and something that I've been thinking about a lot recently is like, how do I make sure that my kid's relationship with money isn't as confusing as my relationship with money is? And I know I don't have total control over that because capitalism, but like, how do I help her
it's hard.
Understand money better than I do,
Yeah, that was always hard for me, like budgeting and stuff, like learning all that. You don't really take classes like that, like
no,
you don't learn that stuff.
Why doesn't home ec
still
exist
anymore?
Yeah,
it doesn't exist either. No one,
because it was defunded because we suck.
Yeah,
home ec was great. That's where I was introduced to my kitchen persona.
Yeah,
Mama Jessie knows how to cook. I would every time that we were in home ec, first off, I made a glorious blanket. It's somewhere in this office.
Oh, cool.
I made a blanket. Loved that.
See.
I learned all about financing. Loved that. But more importantly, when we were in the kitchen, every time we had to make anything Italian, I'd be like, don't worry, Mama Jessie and cookies. And I went to the kitchen and I did all the work. And let me tell you, it's still to this day, Mama Jessie comes out every once in a while. And you might think, when does that happen? I think Dodger and I have, we've been there. Legend tells the time Dodger and I went to a ramen cooking class.
We did.
Oh, that sounds
that
so
was
cool.
so fun.
Oh, where?
I was thinking about that just the other day. That was very fun.
That sounds so cool.
It was somewhere downtown, I think. I don't remember where it was.
Yeah.
And we went there, and it was all these they look like newlywed couples. It was so cute. It was just little happy couples doing their thing, and Dodger and I were like, let's make some ramen.
Let's make some goddamn noodles, dude.
Hell yeah.
And we made the noodles from scratch. And at a certain point, I'm not going to call the men there little bitches, but at a certain point, they all just didn't want to work. The women were doing all the work, and the men were like, meh. So there was a certain point where he had to mash the noodles down. Big boy Jesse stepped up, and
Jesse stomped on every bag of noodles, dude.
Hell yeah.
Every noodle bag, I was like, stomp, stomp. Because you had to put it in you had to put it in plastic and then a sheet and stuff over it. You had to mash it down. So I was just stomping on noodles for families. I'm over here Mama Jessie got you, don't worry. And I'm just like, it was great. And then we all sat around and ate that
that sounds
ramen.
awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
That sounds so cool. I love cooking. It's my favorite. I love it so much.
Yeah.
I want to take a cooking class. I haven't taken one in so long.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, not that I'll ever make ramen from scratch ever again.
No,
but it was fun.
so much work, but it was so good.
Yeah, it was amazing, but it's never gonna happen for me again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The noodles, making your noodles part does sound like a lot of work.
Dude, that's the most time consuming part. You would think it would be the broth, but making the noodles takes so long. It's such a process.
We just stuck it on the stove and it did its thing. The rest of the day was literally just
you probably don't have to make your own noodles, honestly.
Rolling noodles, mashing noodles
from the store.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the taste, the difference in taste was pretty amazing.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I was like, okay.
I've never made my noodles. Did they have one of those mixers where you could put them through and it puts out the noodles?
You would imagine.
We did
most
it all
noodles,
by hand, right?
Yeah.
No, we didn't work.
We didn't. That's what I'm saying. We didn't have the whole. We did it the old
oh my
old
god,
school way. This lady was just so you fold it like a lotus and you do this thing.
Oh.
I'm sure somewhere in Japan in 1532, some guy was doing this, and we did it, and it was an incredible experience. But yeah, no, there are machines for that now. We don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you gained any kind of insight or?
Oh, the only thing I gained was superiority over the man there, and I felt really good about it. I felt it. I was like, I'm the alpha now.
Yeah. Nice.
You all must bow to me. Oh, yeah, it was great.
I'm a machine kind of person. If something can do it faster, I'm going to use it. Okay, I'm not going to.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to use my hands.
There have been 2 things in a row now because we have so many eggs. There have been 2 things in a row now where we've needed whipped. I'm trying to think of what the word is.
Meringue.
A meringue, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I made that last night.
My mother-in-law has a nice KitchenAid sort of thing going on at her house. And both times, I don't know how it's timed out this way, both times that I've gone to try and make a meringue, she hasn't been home. And so I've been well, people used to do this by hand. I'm sure given enough time, I could. Bro, I give up before it's even remotely doing anything. It's just eggs.
That was literally me last night at 4 a.m.
I'm just
trying to make meringue.
Just I can't. How long was I doing that? For 15 minutes. And I'm it still just looks like goddamn egg whites.
I don't know. Right?
I don't even. And the way that I always try to motivate myself is there is an old episode of one of those kid chef shows where one of the things they had to do was whipped cream like by hand, and they did it. And I always think these little kids with noodle arms, they're out here whipping cream by hand, and I can't fucking whip an egg into anything, dude. Like,
have you thought of like starting smaller?
No.
Like, try one egg.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Like, do one egg first.
If I'm gonna whip one egg, I might as well whip a bunch of them, dude.
I'm gonna go in.
No, your objective is to make a meringue, so at least try small batch and then get bigger. So you are going in, you're like, all right, 12 eggs, let's do this. Like, that's not how it works.
I'm trying to make some little meringue baskets, baby, to crunch later.
Get a blender that goes.
That's what I ended up using.
Mixer
the hand
things,
one.
the wands.
The immersion blender,
the immersion blender.
Those are great. They changed my life, man, because I love making soups that are all like blended like that.
Dude,
and I used to pour them in the blender and burn myself. I was like, this sucks, but I love this soup. And I didn't realize this existed.
And the only time that I really messed myself up was you have to be really careful that if it's blending, it's beneath the surface.
Oh, it's flashed you?
Oh my God. I made a soup and I lifted it up just a little too much. Scalding soup right on the face. I was like, ah!
That sucks. No.
Yeah. It was delicious though.
I love soup.
Great.
I made some zuppa toscana. It's so good.
Man.
Like, it just has everything.
Guys, we should eat something.
We should.
I'm hungry.
I gotta eat less. I'll be honest. We gotta get on the whole, like, you should eat something. I should like go for a walk is what I should be doing. Yeah. You guys eat. I'm going to go.
You should still eat something.
Both are important.
Yeah.
Both are important. Move your body, eat a thing.
Yeah. But like,
I just like how when I visited you, Dodger, that the thing we made was Spam. All the things I love to make. Okay, so that was like, I want to show you the Hawaiian Spam stuff I make. So it was like this, it was like a Spam with like sriracha and green onions and like Hawaiian bread and mayonnaise. They're very good, and eggs.
It sounds fantastic.
That sounds. Everything you said was, I'm like in my head like 300 calories. 250 calories.
Oh, it's a lot.
600 calories. Yeah, like I'm just like I'm up here. I'm hearing numbers go off.
I do the same thing. It's your brain does that. Like, but honestly, like, you know, it's good.
It's so like everything you said.
I understand.
Like
I understand what
the craziest version of what you could have said. It wasn't like meat. It was Spam. It wasn't like a roll.
Yeah.
It was a Hawaiian roll. Like every version of what you said, I was like,
this meal's for pleasure.
Yeah, this was a pleasure
Not
meal.
for the bottom line, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I will say, pure pleasure. Shout out to the Hawaiian. I don't know what that company's called. The
King's
Hawaiian bread company.
Yeah.
Kings.
They're so good.
There used to be a King's. There might still be there. I don't know. I haven't been there since well before COVID. They made donuts at that King's Hawaiian.
Oh, yes, whoa. I know exactly where you're talking about.
Oh my
because that was one of the first restaurants that we ever took baby Clark to, and they let her stand on the table and go like this up against the giant aquarium they've got in there.
Oh,
and I was like, this place rocks ass. This is great. Yeah.
I can't stress to you. All these people out there, if you're in the Midwest, you're like, nothing beats the donuts at whatever the hell that place is. I was about to say In-N-Out, but I know that's not the name of it.
Oh no!
You know, the donut place that everyone loves, where they turn the light on.
Dunkin'.
And I was like, Krispy Kreme. Thank you. It's just like
Krispy Kreme, right?
You're talking about LA, right? Because LA has the best food I've ever had in my life. Like, to me,
dude, I miss the LA food so.
Yeah, LA has the best ramen.
Let me stress you, King's Hawaiian Donuts put all of their donuts to shame. And in like one, you have super diabetes. It is like the perfect donut. I cannot stress to you. It's like so aggravating. And now I'm thinking about it, and now I'm like, what if I drove an hour to go?
Like, for real?
No, Cox, no. Yeah.
What's the longest you've driven for something? Like for like a game, or for like for food?
Oh, that's a good question.
I didn't drive there on purpose. But while going to Disney for an event down to Disneyland, which is like, I don't know, like an hour and a half away. I drove past, I saw a Cane's chicken, the chicken finger place, a Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
And I was like, they have a Raising Cane's in LA?
Yeah.
I was unaware of this. So on the way back, I was like, we're going there.
It's good.
I haven't been there since Ohio. We are going.
Yeah.
So, and I got a chicken tender meal and it was great. I was like, oh my God.
They know how to make their chicken. That's all they make, but they know how to make it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta eat that. So I think that actually that's a lie. That's a lie. One time in college, I got on a bus and was on a bus. I should have gotten on a plane, but I felt a bus would be cheaper. Not in time. I got on a bus and went from New York to Chicago to meet a girl I was dating.
Oh.
How long
For reasons.
was that bus?
14 hours.
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
Terrible mistake. Hey, guess
Yeah,
what?
buses are
That relationship didn't last that long.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going home for the summer. If you want to come see me. And I was like, maybe I do. She's like, it could be fun. I was like, fun, you say? So 18-year-old horny Jesse, 14-houred. Not worth it.
Oh.
Not worth it. Nothing is worth that. That is too long.
Oh no.
That's too much time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
There you
I've
go.
driven across the states like 24 hours to move to Arizona and back and stuff. But one time, I don't know if anyone plays Pokemon Go. I got pretty into it. But they had this thing where they had this thing where if you had been to a gym previously, that they were releasing Mewtwo for the first time at these certain gyms. And so I had just been to a tournament in LA and I lived in Arizona at the time. So I drove like 7 hours to go catch the Mewtwo, to have a chance to catch the Mewtwo.
Oh my God.
I took
You
off work and
really committed.
I was like, I'm going to go try to catch this Mewtwo.
Holy shit.
I would never do that.
I know I did. I was crazy. I was like, there's a chance. There's like a chance I wouldn't get it. But I got it. It's still like one of my strongest Pokemon.
I'm so glad that you got it because otherwise
know,
this story would have been so sad.
I got it. I was like, okay, it was so scary. Like, I was like, I drove so far for this. I better get this damn Pokemon. It was like a 1 in 10 chance. And then I wouldn't, like, I had 10 chances to throw the balls.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I become such a I won't travel 2 hours across the city to see people sometimes. I'll be like,
No, I get
you
it.
live too far. I
Well,
went
I
through rush
do-
hour traffic.
I was gonna
No,
say-
I don't think so.
I do think it's worth pointing out. It's kind of like saying, I hate the heat, but it feels different. Dry heat and wet heat feel different, right?
The traffic sucks.
Sure.
I think there's a difference between 2 hours in stopped traffic and 2 hours
Yeah.
of just driving, right?
Yeah.
Like they
Sure.
mentally feel so different.
Traffic's
I
the
could-
worst.
I could drive 9, 10, 12 hours in just driving.
Yeah.
Like when I moved to LA from Ohio, I did it in 3 days, and only because I stopped to like see some things, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, like I could make that. It's I remember one time years ago I drove somewhere I was somewhere on the East Coast. God, this is a while ago. And it was like a 12-hour trip and I did it in a day. Like I can do
yeah.
that. It's fine. The thing that I can't stand is the feeling of like losing time. And so being stuck in traffic for 2 hours and nothing moves
Yeah.
drives me crazy.
Yes.
Or when I helped my parents move across the country, they for some reason had it all planned. Which, by the way, shout out to my mom. She did have it planned to the point where the places we stopped, at one point we were in the middle of like Oklahoma, I think, and we stopped at this really tiny motel, but it was near a farm. And this
Yeah.
farm had a restaurant built into the farm.
That's
and we went
cool.
there, and it might have been the best food I've ever had in my entire life.
Nice.
Yeah, the mom
Hell
and
yeah.
pop places on the road trips are the best.
It was
the
incredible.
best.
And so I was like, okay, she knows what's up. My mom absolutely does. She is like that restaurant lady.
Yeah.
But with that said, we drive 5 hours a day. And I was like, guys, we could be there by now.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
They're like, no. your father, the dog has to pee. So we like drive a little bit, stop, drive a little bit, stop, drive a little bit, stop. And I was like losing my mind. It was like, if we just drove, we could already be halfway there by now. And they're like, no reason, no rush. I'm like, it took us a week to drive across the country.
Yeah,
I was like,
I went on a road trip with my grandparents from Georgia to California and back, and they did not want to listen to music. We had to drive in silence.
God.
And I had my little CD player. That's how long ago.
Oh, thank
I
God.
had my little CD player, but I only had like 2 CDs, and they didn't want me to listen to it because they wanted me to be able to like engage with them if they.
We would have gone out of the. I would have driven us off the road. I would have ended it. I'm like, no.
Oh my
I lost
God.
my mind. I was like 18 or something, and with my CD player, and I was just like, I need music. So I need it. I need some kind of sound. I can't just drive in silence.
Yeah.
Like I go crazy. Like I need music to live.
I drive in silence fairly often, but like saying, no, we're not playing music because we're all going to talk to each other.
We weren't even talking though.
Oh
like,
my
we were
God.
just in silence.
Either way is like,
yeah.
Why?
I didn't understand. I was just like,
holy shit.
Driving with music with my parents is my favorite thing in the world. Because either one, we're listening to stuff they love, which is always either dad rock or my mom flipping through the channels constantly, never satisfied.
Oh no.
Or I play music and my parents' reactions every time are, this sounds like something we used to listen to when we were kids, and I don't like it. Or, what is this? It sounds like noise. I don't like it. Or, for some reason, 90s alt rock they love.
Oh, cool.
Interesting.
They'll be like, oh, I just every I'm trying to think of all the different songs, but like that, oh, man, there was that song that was like sex and candy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sex and
my
candy, yeah.
My dad thought the lyrics were sex and candy hair. And he's like, I don't even know what that means. And I'm like, Dad,
please.
And it's just like all these, for some reason, that's the one they like. And they 90s alt rock, they're totally in. So when it comes on, they're like, oh, I like this song. And I'm like,
I have a really important question for you guys. What kind of, say you're in a car, you are a DJ, you're fully in control. What kind of music player are you? Examples being the person who doesn't ever let a song end and constantly switches the song. The person who plays a song on repeat because they're enjoying it so much, even if no one else in the car is. I'm very curious.
So I try to listen. So if I'm listening to the radio, I'll skip around because sometimes I just don't have a tolerance for like random songs that I don't like.
Yeah.
However, if I am planning what to listen to, I have a Spotify I have a thing called Night Ride, and it's all if you're in a
we're talking about that. Yeah.
You're in a city at night. I got a whole playlist. I have one called Too Cool for School, and it is all old rap. I have one called Tasty Jams, and it's all the tastiest jams for when you're ready to go. I got one called ... as a kite. I'm just saying it's for if you're a little, I got I have Sweet Memories one.
That's me too.
But here's the thing. It's all like Enya and shit on there. It's
I love Enya.
Me too.
I got one called The Bangers, and it's just every song that has ever been awesome ever in the history of awesome. There is no order to it. It is.
Yeah, that's what I love.
Look at it right now. It is everything from just going down the list. September's we got September, Earth, Wind and Fire, Dancing in the Moonlight, Three Little Birds, Bob Marley, Rubber Band Man, The Spinners, but then suddenly we're just like Boston, More Than a Feeling. And then we're like on to California Love by Tupac, right? And then suddenly we're down to like Van Halen, Jump. This is, right? You got everything. You got everything in here.
Yeah.
And Rush. We got The Clash. Everything's on here. It's like classic, The Bangers.
Yeah.
The history of bangs. And I got them all. I got it all.
That's me too. If I know I'm going on a long drive, I make so many playlists. Like I have so many playlists, and most of them are just a collection of just random things I love. I have video game playlist, and I have like just random like songs I really like. I like so many different kinds of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I behave totally differently music wise or sound wise if I'm by myself versus with other people. The anxiety I feel if somebody's like, just play whatever you want to play. No, thank you. I would rather die.
That's actually, I'm with you on this. If people are asking, well, Jesse, out of all the songs that you, in all those playlists, what are you listening to right now? I'm listening to the Dungeon 4 theme from Final Fantasy 14 on repeat for the last 26 hours.
Final Fantasy is I always put on Final Fantasy.
If you must know, the Vanguard theme has been on play nonstop for roughly the last 3 days. Like, I just must stress to you, if you want to know what happens in my life, if you're like, Jesse, let's say I'm just staying the night at your house for some dirty reason. And let's say in the morning you go take a shower. What are you listening to while you're in the shower? The exact same song on repeat. Nonstop.
Yes.
In fact, I must stress to you, all those songs I just said to you, all the things on my phone, that's for other people. I love those songs. They're amazing. But when I listen to music, I obsess over one song for like a month. And then I never listen to it again.
Yes. I will play the same song on repeat over and over and over and over again. And then I'll get to a point where I'm like, okay, I don't hate this song yet. But I want to move on to something that is like this song. So then I'll start trying to use some algorithm bullshit to be like, suggest to me some songs that are like this, you know? And
What's your song like that now?
It never quite hits the vibe. Big Dogs by Humankind.
Sure.
Oh.
It's
Mine's
very good.
Dawn by Kylie Minogue. I'm obsessed.
That's also very good.
That song is so catchy. I'm obsessed right now.
The other song, the song that I was listening to a lot before that was Sinking Boat by Infinity Song, which is so good.
Oh, yeah.
It is so pretty. I love that song so much.
And anything Caravan Palace, I find that most people love the sound of like Electro Swing. Like most people can do Electro Swing. So I usually put on Electro Swing for people.
That makes sense.
Speaking of algorithms, YouTube algorithmed me in a way that I was not prepared for.
Okay.
A song by the band Cody Lee.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what the song's called because it's in a language I can't speak. And it's just like, hold on. I'm just going to send this to chat and to you guys. This song is like I got so algorithmed. It's the most perfect Jesse song I've ever seen in my entire life. And I can't even describe to you. It has the funk that I love. It has everything that makes me happy. And I don't understand a damn lyric of this damn song.
I love
but
funk.
everything in this is so good. And I was like, yo, they rocking the bass. They got the funk.
Ooh. A good bass line makes a song to me.
Right? I was like, oh my God.
Oh, hell yeah.
Algorithm me. And I listened to this song so much. I even play it in front of streams sometimes. They got me. And I was like, yo, this is my jam. I listened to this song about 12,000 times. I don't know anything. I know that they're like, travel the world with me to these places. And they just list off places. I'm like, this song is nonsense. And I'm like, yeah, this song rocks. Are you listening? It's good.
Yeah, I love funky bass lines, man.
Yeah, they got me. Got me.
It was awesome.
That's fun. I
Right?
like that.
Yeah.
Funky as hell. Yeah, the best part is, like all good songs, I'm convinced a good Jesse song, the last 30 seconds is just like the coolest jam session. And this song has that, where it's just like the bass guitars, they're like, I'm like, yeah.
A sick riff in a
Bass
song
guitar.
gets me.
Yeah,
Big time,
every time. Every time. Can't beat it. Love it. Huge fan. And I'm just like, I don't understand how there was no indication. I don't know how I got algorithmed that video in particular, but it was my number one video. And I was like, what is this? And I pressed it and was like,
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got me. Sometimes that algorithm shit works, and it scares me. I was like, I don't know why, but this one time.
Did you guys ever have like a group of friends that did some sort of like a music swap in one way or another?
Yeah. I love doing that. Some of my friends in Ireland recently, like when we hang out, we share.
I feel like probably the more modern version of that is like making a playlist somewhere and sharing playlists with each other.
Then yes.
But like when I was in college, a group of my friends and we all burned CDs for each other. And we like decorated the CDs, and then we would rotate.
Yeah, that's what I do. I love burning CDs for road trips.
Yeah, so everybody would like get somebody else's CD, play it for a while, and then we'd swap again. And so you'd wind up eventually listening to everybody's CD, and it was very fun. And it I don't know why I was thinking about it just now because I was like, oh, it would be so fun to like, you know, a couple of people that I really would love to just like hear what sort of playlists they would make, you know?
Yeah, no, I love that. Every road trip before Spotify, that's what I would do is make a CD. I would just make CDs all the time.
Yeah, it's the you know, mixtapes. But what are mixtapes now? You know that.
I know Spotify
the weird
playlist.
Thing is that the mixtapes we would make when we were in college weren't like current music. It would always be like, yo, this mixtape is going to blow your mind. And then it would be like Dexy's Midnight Runners, like, come on, Eileen. Like from like 1980, we're like, why do we do this?
I put Big Rock Candy Mountain on mine. Like it was like just like random shit. Yeah.
I'd always put soundtracks of video games, like random ones though, like Valkyrie Profile and stuff. And
oh, speaking of Dodger, did you listen to the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, but as a
I didn't.
As a what?
I didn't.
There is a YouTube video. It's 30-some minutes of this dude, I guess by himself from all I can say, and he makes the Ocarina of Time soundtrack, but as a prog rock album.
Oh.
And it's like a concept album, and it's one full video of just like, it's so good.
Yeah. I love
that's the kind of thing I would listen to if I was in a car doing like a road trip thing. I don't know that I've ever put on like the soundtrack to Final Fantasy VI while driving. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever done that.
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite video game soundtrack. But
it's very good. It's incredible. But I've never done that, but I've definitely like put on a remix or put on a some other version of a song. I've definitely done that before.
Yeah. I love chiptunes mixed with other things like the even like the Steven Universe soundtrack, like the chiptune piano combination. I love stuff like that. Like when they mix like video game with piano and stuff.
This is an important question from chat.
Yes.
Y'all ever make playlists for your D&D characters?
Oh my God. I know somebody who has like a billion of those.
That's such a cool idea.
I don't, but if I did do that, there are a series of YouTube videos that are like titled things like when the villain unleashes his master plan. And if you click it, it's just like 3.5 hours of old orchestral music, but it's like it's like oh shit, this would be the villain's plan. or it's like when you've been scorned by your love, and it's just like 2.5 hours of like the most depressing orchestral music. And I was like, I definitely use that. If I was gonna do a thing, it'd be that thing right there.
I just love music, damn it.
Yeah.
So good.
So I'll call them out. Summer makes so many D&D playlists.
See that,
It's incredible. I don't do that, but I will because I'll listen to a song and it's not like this song is so this character for me. It'll be like this song makes me think about a moment with that character. It's more like that kind of a thing. So it feels weird to put it in a playlist because I don't know. I think about it differently, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Just gonna include this. For those of you listening to audio version, the YouTube video is called "A Playlist to Feel Like a Villain Plotting His Revenge."
That sort of shit is so good. People make the best videos
exist.
like that. Yeah.
I love that these exist. I think they're so funny. One of my favorite things.
Ooh.
Yeah. So good.
I love this though. I listen to this all day.
Lo-fi music to do crimes too. Someone said that there's a playlist they listen to.
I'm gonna listen to this right now, and it's gonna set the mood for some weird podcast energy.
I will say I don't do it for D&D, but when I write scripts for videos, depending on what the game is, I will play music from the game to get my head in the space of like, how do I want to tell this story? What do I want to do?
Right.
And so I'll like listen to music from the game to get into the moment, but I've never been like, this is what Cheezel's playlist would be.
Right.
If anything, Cheezel's playlist would have been when you first start Civilization games, the music in the background is like,
yeah.
that's what it would be. It'd be that. It'd be just like a guy in the background, like, the entire time. Yeah. I love Civilization. Have I mentioned? I love Civilization.
Civilization's great.
There's a new one on the way. Speaking of new games, it's not Civ, but I just discovered that in Discord, they've been posting footage from the new Dynasty Warriors game, and I'm honestly holding myself back from looking at it right now. I'm letting you know. I want to look at it right now and forego this entire endeavor. But like, what? I don't even care about y'all. Dynasty Warriors.
Hey, good strength. You're doing a good job.
When does the new one come out? Do we know?
I don't know. I could tell you if I looked, but I'm not gonna.
Good job.
Someone cue that villain music, because I'm sitting here just like,
yeah.
I'm like,
I'm listening to that in the background now.
Have my revenge.
Yeah.
I played Dead Cells for the first time. I'm obsessed. I'm addicted.
For the first time? Oh
yes,
my
I've
God.
never played it. I don't know how. Because I love
fun.
roguelikes. That's my favorite genre. Like I love Castlevania. I love like Hollow Knight. Like and I've never played Dead Cells somehow. And I love it so much. Like I can't stop.
It's very good. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't stop playing it.
I think you showed up in chat at one point while I was playing Nine Souls.
Oh yeah.
The game where you're like a little cat.
Yeah.
Bro, that game, I'm still thinking about that game. That game
is really good.
So good. Yeah.
I'm gonna try that next time because
it's a Metroidvania, but game was fantastic. No, I'm still playing Warframe.
Oh yeah, you love Warframe now.
Dude, that's still all I'm doing with my free time when I'm not trying to keep a creature alive is playing Warframe.
So you really love it?
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm mad about it. And it's also, it's one of those situations. So like when I started playing Final Fantasy 14, not that I think that they are similar at all in terms
the
of
grind,
like,
I guess.
Gameplay, but like when I started playing 14, there weren't any expansions yet. And I was playing it and I was like, it's really pretty. I'm having a nice time. I don't really know what the story is, if I'm being honest. It's, kind of a flimsy story, but whatever. I'm having fun. And now a lot of people that try to get into Final Fantasy 14 will be like, oh my God, the beginning's such a slog. And I don't remember it feeling like a slog, really.
Yeah.
And I've said to myself, maybe that's because there wasn't anything else yet. Right?
Sure.
That didn't feel like, oh my God, when am I going to get to the good shit that everybody's obsessed with? Right? Like I didn't have to experience that really. But going into Warframe, it was the same sort of a thing where people were like, dude, once you get past the first 80 hours, it pops off so hard.
Oh.
And I was like, probably this is now going to be my Jesus. When is this going to pick up? I'm having the roughest time getting to the good shit, right?
Yeah.
No. It's
you
great.
just like it. Yeah.
You're built different though. Like,
dude,
it's do you like grind? Like, do you love grindy games?
Watch what you say here. Do not lie to people. Do not.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think.
Cookie clickers. I've watched you play cookie clickers. Do not lie to people and be like, well, I've watched you do cookie clickers.
Because Warframe to me is like super grind.
I guess so. It is a lot of the same shit over and over and over again. Like you,
but hey, that's zen for a lot of people.
I'll be honest. I played it
while
I played it while I was playing D&D earlier this week. Not deadbeats, Jesse, before you come at me.
Why would I come at you?
Well,
that means I couldn't play Civilization. What are you? Yeah, why would I come at you?
And I was able to perfectly follow everything that was going on in D&D because the Warframe stuff I was doing was so mindless.
That's the thing. That's the good thing about grindy stuff is like you can just zens you out.
I really do think, because when I first started playing, people would come into chat and be like, "Oh my God, she's walking everywhere. No one walks in this game. What the fuck?" Because there's weird, like goofy, like spinny shit that you can do to move faster to basically just like bullet your way through the game. And there are certain like frames that are faster than other frames and whatever. Once you start getting some of the movement down, some of these missions, it's like, oh, a capture mission? It's going to take me, what, 2 minutes? 1 minute, maybe? You know, like some of these missions get so fast and you don't even have to pay attention. I guess I enjoy the grind, I guess. Yeah. Because I'm barely paying attention to it.
Yeah.
It depends on what the grind is reward wise. You know what I mean? Like if I feel like I'm getting something that I would enjoy out of it, then I'll grind the hell out of stuff. But if it's just like you get more experience, which gives you the chance for an item, like those games like the Diablo-esque games where you run the same thing like 500 times and in the hope you're going to get an item. Yeah. I can't do it. It makes me so bored. I will fall asleep. I will be in the middle of it and just doze off because I'm like, this is so boring. But if it's something where you get like a story thing for doing it, or you get a set item, or like that, I can do easily.
So I think from my perspective as a new player, here's the gameplay loop, right? You start on a planet, you're given a bunch of nodes. You do as many nodes as you can until they're too hard. And then you unlock a junction that takes you to a new planet. You do as many nodes as you can, right? You continue to unlock planets and do nodes, return back to old planets, see if you can do the nodes again. Try to do all of the nodes on the planet. Once you have, then some of the nodes will become really hard nodes, like nightmare level nodes, right? And then you get more stuff out of them. You keep repeating bounties and missions and boss fights on specific planets to grind for parts to build new warframes. So you keep coming back to old planets, trying to get frame parts, trying to build warframes, make blueprints. Early on, the viewers would be like, if you can build a thing, make sure that you're building a thing. And when I went to build my first thing and it was like, this will be done in 24 hours, I was like, I see. So you should always be building something because it might take you days.
Yeah.
Whole ass days.
Is this one of those things that let you pay to make it go faster?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can speed up everything with money.
Look, I know I'm going to get absolutely I'm going to get roasted for this. And it's fine. I deserve to be roasted for this. But the way you describe this game is the way I describe a lot of mobile games.
Yes, it's whale frame 100%.
Yeah, you like play a thing and you keep playing. Oh, I can't beat this right now. I got to come back later. Or I could pay to beat it right now.
Or I could pay.
Yeah. All right.
That's how everything's turning now. That's how everything's.
Yeah, somebody said that the opposite of a whale is a minnow. I refuse to pay money on mobile games, and on that. I do. I love the grind.
On Hearthstone, I can't lie.
I'm really into the grind. I'm realizing this now, just in this moment right now. Yeah, I love it.
Hey, did you ever? Okay, you guys love Final Fantasy 14. I was obsessed, in high school, with the precursor of it, which was 11. I loved it. It's super grindy. So, parties in that game, you would grind forever. You had to have a full party.
Gone.
Yeah.
I was obsessed. Okay, but you'd have to have a static party. If you died, you lost experience a lot. So you'd have to have static party. I would literally call people back then when I was in high school to get a static party together, and you'd have to go grind.
It was a different experience because we hadn't had Warcraft then to tell us that you didn't need to do it. The only other MMOs that existed were things like EverQuest, or RuneScape, and it was no, that's what this is.
And MMOs. It was so fun. There wasn't really quests though. There was main story missions and stuff. They were cool, but it's they had like rare mobs, which was my favorite part, like hunting the rare mobs and stuff.
Going for that damn UFO.
Yeah.
And the like the weird underwater, not underwater area. F that nonsense.
They had some weird shit in that game, but it was really fun still to me. I still loved it. They had the cat people still. They still had all the same races. They were called different things. But
the
and then I got
Taru.
yeah. And then I love that game though. I was obsessed. But then when the Final Fantasy 14 came out, I got that. I got the alpha or whatever. And it was like soulless, like when it first came out. I was like,
not good.
Yeah, like
as a person who's gone back recently, not that you should and not that you can. It is illegal. Don't do it.
No, of course not. Who would do that?
May or may not
anyone
have
on this
experienced Final Fantasy 14 1.0. Y'all, that game sucks.
Yeah, I did that. Literally, all you can do is you like run around and you can like kill them on like the big like level 30 dudes. Like you can't do anything. There's no talking to people really or working together.
Truly awful. Like one of the worst. For as much as I was like, A Realm Reborn, it isn't that great, guys. I don't know if I like it or not, but like eventually it gets really good. As much as I kind of slander A Realm Reborn sometimes, it is so many leagues above what 1.0 is. I cannot stress it enough to everyone.
It was just soulless.
One of the worst MMOs I've ever seen in my entire and I've played many MMORPGs. It's truly bad.
Yeah, you couldn't grind. You couldn't do anything. Like you just got on and it's like, what do I do? You can't do anything.
And it's weird that anyone would be allowed to make an MMO like that in a time where we feel like MMOs there was a playbook. Like you can literally just copy countless games just were like World of Warcraft. Sure, we'll copy that. Yeah. And they were like, no, please. We're going to do it our way. It was the bad way. It was a terrible way to do it. So,
yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just looking at the clock and I'm realizing that we need to start wrapping up. But Kelly,
I
have a job for you now.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So every time we have a guest, I know you've watched the show. You probably already know. Yeah. Every time we have a guest, we ask them to give chat homework, something to watch, listen to, read. Whatever, something that you think should have more eyeballs or earballs.
Well, I just created a new song. I've been making more originals lately. I'm trying to pop out. I'm about to go move to Ireland. I'm moving to Ireland to go to music production school, and I'm starting to produce a lot more songs. So on my YouTube channel, I'm putting my own music. Like I just put a new song out on my YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh. Kelly's homework is Kelly. I love that.
Is this the first? Your homework is go to my YouTube channel and listen to my music because I like it. The audacity. I love it.
I love that.
I love it.
Go listen to my music.
Listen to Kelly. Absolutely.
That is, you know what?
That's my homework.
I'm here for this. I love your homework.
I'm a siren. Go listen to me. Yeah.
Yes. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Kelly, tell everybody where they can find you and what you're up to.
Oh, I thought that was okay. Oh, that was the part I was talking about. But
if there's anything else you'd like to add, you don't have to.
I stream. Also, I can say hi in chat and hi. Wait, that's the wrong keyboard. Hi. I stream on Twitter.
Still don't see it. Oh, there it is.
Kelli Siren, all together, one word. I stream. What else do I do? I exist. I don't know.
I stream music on YouTube.
Yeah, I do. I compose music on Twitch. I do D&D sometimes. I play lots of different games.
She's lovely. Go check her out.
What do people usually say for homework?
Hold on. You can't say I'm not good at this after you just said, hey, everyone, for your homework assignment, literally go to my YouTube page and listen to my music. How dare you be like, I don't know what I'm doing. Get out of here.
It's part of the plan. I'm just kidding. What do people usually say for homework? What do they say?
I don't know, like a TV show that they're watching or
I love that you were just like, listen to my
so good though. I love this.
Yeah, you know, I'm role playing right now. I'm a siren, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I get it. Yeah.
Listen to my music. Yeah, it's good. No, it's great. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, you guys are both great. I'm so glad I got to hang out with you guys again. I've always loved hanging out with you guys.
Feels like
It's so easy to talk to you both, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't wait to see you guys in person again. I always love seeing you guys too.
I'm so excited for you to be closer to me.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We're probably still only going to see each other once in a blue moon, but we'll be closer, and that's what matters, you know?
Yeah. I'm already planning on going to England all the time.
Yeah.
I've already talked to Kiwo about it. I'm
Fantastic. I'm very excited.
Yeah. But thanks for having me.
Yes, of
course. Thanks for being here.
Jessup, is there anything you would like to shout out and talk about?
First off, real quick, hey, reminder, Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder is out right now. If you've already played it, bless you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
You tell us all the time how much you like it. Don't tell us. Go to the Steam page and leave a review. That'd be awesome. But also, speaking of Steam, are you aware that this Thursday, the chosen game returns? That's right. Cat Quest 3 is coming this Thursday. And I am so excited. Y'all don't know. Cat Quest 3. Very excited for this. So that is coming as well. And man, I made a promise that this week I would check out a game called Thalassa Edge of the Abyss.
I don't think you should.
Neither do I. But here we are. And so just be aware that that's happening. And I am going to probably cry.
Can I after this message you with some warnings for that game, please?
Oh.
Yes.
Just so you know what you're getting into, because when
please.
I was playing it, I was sponsored to play it. I had a great time with it, and people were like, "When's Jesse gonna play this?" And I was like, "Hopefully never." So,
you know what I learned? By the way, you know what I learned last night at midnight on Reddit? There's a lake in, I think, some northern European country. I don't know where it is. It's a lake where, just a normal ass lake, where some artist put a terrifying monster shark statue in the bottom of the lake so that divers, when they go down, see the statue. And I'm like,
that's so messed
up. This is why I don't
up.
Trust human beings. This is why I'm like,
no,
you know
humans were a mistake. 100%.
The aliens from Independence Day were right. They were right. They blasted us, and they were correct.
Oh yeah, Dodger. Can I quickly say the story that I didn't tell at the beginning about how you saved me?
Sure. Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
Dodger saved my life because it was like he.
What is happening?
It sounds like I'm like trying to like wingman you. I'm not, but you know, like at the like when it was the heat wave of England, because it's super hot over there. There's no AC.
It sucks, yeah.
And it was the one time I visited, like during the summer, it was the hottest it had ever been. And they were shutting down trains and everything. And I had nowhere to go. Like I couldn't, it was TwitchCon Europe and I couldn't go because for some reason my passport wasn't okay to go because I needed like more time on it. So I was like stranded and Dodger's like, I'll save you. And so I went over there and she like had an AC unit and no one in Europe or no one in UK has that. I was like, you have an AC? Oh my God. But she had an AC and she had chickens. And I was like, okay, I fell in love with her chickens and I ended up getting my own chickens and I have like 14 chickens.
Yeah, that was so fun. It was so fun having you at our house for a while.
Yeah, I love that. That was so cool. I just wanted to say that since I mentioned it at the beginning. Yeah.
Dodger saved my life. Sounds like
I saved them. Send your letters of worship to P.O. Box.
Dodger's a savior. Okay, I just wanted to say that to everyone.
Oh my gosh, stop it, guys.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you.
Okay, yeah. What's going on with me? I'm probably gonna play more Thalassa next week.
You told me not to play that. Oh, never mind. All right, you need to tell me what's up because if it is terrifying, I don't want to play it.
Yeah, I said that's why I said I had a great time with it. Heads up, I have bias. I was sponsored, but like I had a really good time with it. I'm gonna keep playing it. I don't think you should play it. I will tell you why.
Please do. I'm waiting because I'm like, How bad does this get? Anyway,
I'm just gonna give you some like vague information, and you can decide.
You can
for
just
yourself.
tell me the information. I don't need vagaries. I don't operate in a vague
Dodger, don't
space.
ruin it. I don't want one of my best friends in the whole fucking world to have a panic attack on stream so that you guys can goof.
No, whoa,
okay?
whoa. I'm not gonna have a panic attack. I'm going to unleash the raw power of my masculine energy and my alpha status upon Thalassa, and I'm going to show the water who the real man is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But if you could tell me everything that happens in
but
it,
I'm
so
going to I'll tell you. Yeah. Okay, great. I do hate fun. If protecting my friends means I hate fun, then yes, I hate fun. Throw fun in the garbage.
Yeah.
This will harden Jesse. Yeah, well...
Yeah.
You know what? I was going to make a joke, and I'm not going to make that joke. We're going to end the show. I was going to make a joke. You know what? The joke was like right there, and you know what? We're done.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, hi everybody. I'm Dodger, and you can find me at twitch.tv/DexBonus. And also, we've released a couple of things at DodgerCoffeeCo.com. If you didn't know, I own a coffee company. We have a new roast that we did with Crendor called Midnight Sloth. It's a dark French roast. If that sounds delicious to you, please check it out. We've also got a new mug that I don't have in here right now. But it's a hand-thrown green mug. It's very cute. I love it very much. So yeah, check out the shop. Check out Gestalt. Is there anything else? I think that's it for me. There we go. We did it.
Hey.
Thanks for watching.
That was a lot of fun.
What's offline?
No, I said that's a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, I thought you said
it's offline. The show's done.
We've gone offline.
We're
done. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And we'll see you next week. So long. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders Podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.